Here we are at Pocasset Cemetery in Grady County, Oklahoma. 550 people are located in the cemetery. It was a beautiful but windy day, so we went outside to look for Carl Osborn Aduddell. Carl was an Indian temple shrine clown. Please excuse the wind and the background noise with the vehicles. We are off of Highway 81. The cemetery is maintained through donations. The tree behind the sign are where Carl's baby brother and baby sister are located. They are in unmarked graves and they both died at birth. Just going to walk around for a little bit, look at the cemetery. It was very windy and I was holding my camera as still as possible, so sorry. In this area, Block 2, Lot 8, Plot 1, is supposed to be the grave of Carl Osborn Aduddell. Born August 19, 1920 in Pocasset, Grady County, Oklahoma, to Carl Chief and Maud Aduddell. Carl grew up in Chickasha, Grady County, Oklahoma, and attended Chickasha High School until the family moved in the late 1930s to Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, where he graduated from Central High School in 1939. He played football throughout his high school years at both schools. He was the son of a police officer and grandson of a preacher. If you have not seen those videos, please go look for them. In the early 1940s, Carl moved back to his beloved childhood community of Chickasha, Grady County, Oklahoma. A young entrepreneur, he purchased the Old Hickory Barbecue. And that was where he met his future wife, Leota, when she went to work there as a car hop during the summer of 1945. Now, I looked up at the Oklahoma Secretary of State, and there's no records, but his obituary did have a record of it. It was the barbecue stand, First and Ida Sipple, northeast corner, where John Alexander, or John's barbecue stand, was located as well. So potentially, John bought Old Hickory Barbecue. He and his wife, Leota, had met when she went to work there as a car hop, as I mentioned, and their courtship was short. They were married on November 8th, 1945. On September 10th, 1948, his mother, Maud May Osborn Aduddell, passed away at the age of 57. Carl sold Old Hickory Barbecue. He was employed by various jobs and management positions, and he moved to Oklahoma City, and he attended Oklahoma City University in 1960. He graduated with a Bachelor of Science in Business in 1965 with a Master of Business Administration. In 1966, Carl went to work at Tinker Air Force Base as a contract analyst in the procurement department. He was employed with Tinker Air Force Base in Midwest City, Oklahoma, until his death, November 9, 1981, at the age of 61. The pictures I have posted have shown Carl was the 32nd degree Mason. He was a Shriner clown, which he followed in his father's footsteps with being a Mason. And he was also an Indian temple shrine clown, and he went all around Oklahoma City into several hospitals and would entertain children. Carl was Choctaw and Chickasaw, and he was also of English descent. Carl was preceded in death by his parents, as well as his baby brother and baby sister, whom I mentioned, and they do both have unmarked graves under the first tree when you enter the cemetery on the right-hand side, the tree that I had showed you. Both of those children died at birth. Thank you for joining us. I wanted to just finish walking around the cemetery and letting you see all of it. It looks like recently they've added on this section. There's the back of it. Please like and subscribe, please. In this third section, I found a sunken grave. I couldn't see a casket or anything in there. Of course, it's buried 6 feet down, but that will need to be filled in with dirt. I thought these headstones were unique. Lots of family members bring flowers out. It's not an abandoned cemetery. It's well maintained, actually. One sunken grave that I found, but overall it is maintained very well.